Netflix is known for its parade of original series and films, but don't forget that you can watch some of the all-time best classic movies there too. Current lineup includes notable titles from Steven Spielberg, Spike Lee, and Martin Scorsese. Perhaps you've heard of them. And we've got romance, musicals, sci-fi, westerns, and more on our top 12 list. Is there a better Steven Spielberg movie than Raiders of the Lost Ark?
That's what scares me.
Indiana Jones movies can be hit or miss, but few hold a candle to Raiders, the benchmark for modern action-adventure cinema. Grab your fedora and let the binging begin. She's Gotta Have It, directed by Spike Lee, is the story of a woman choosing between three men on totally different ends of the personality spectrum. One is a total narcissist, another a controlling alpha male, and the third is a shy geek who seems the most genuine. Her process of trial and error is laughable, but leads her to some deep self-discovery. British comedy nerds will tell you that Monty Python and the Holy Grail is the funniest movie ever made, and they're probably not wrong. The movie's absurdism is second to none and set the tone for cinematic comedies for decades to come. If you haven't seen it, then we just have one question for you.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Calling Silence of the Lambs a horror film may be tough, but how many suspense films feature crucifixion, cannibalism, and skin suits? The misconception that this isn't a horror film is part of what makes it so terrifying. Viewers come in with basic expectations and end up surrounded by unspeakable evils. Much has been written about Anthony Hopkins' portrayal of Hannibal Lecter, but the real joy of this film is Ted Levine's Buffalo Bill. Each of his scenes helps build a sense of dread that will stick with you long after you've run out of Chianti. Schindler's List is the kind of movie that is so famously wrenching, it's increasingly harder to find anybody who's actually seen it. Hopefully its presence on Netflix fixes that, because Steven Spielberg's 1993 epic may still be the defining film about the Holocaust. It cemented Spielberg's place as not only the populist favorite among his generation of directors, but a true master of the art form. There are plenty of films about families moving into evil homes, but where Poltergeist shines is its execution. Horror films rarely feature a family this believable or tightly knit. Their problems are relatable, so when hell breaks loose, you're invested far beyond the standard group of hot teens. Poltergeist also delivers a funhouse of horrific set pieces and brilliant practical effects. The iconic musical West Side Story is a romantic drama loosely inspired by Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Set in 1950s New York City, it explores the tension between two rival gangs of white and Puerto Rican teens, complicated by a star-crossed love affair between a girl and boy on opposite ends of the feud. Clint Eastwood stars in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, one of the best-known Western epics of all time. The title refers to three gunslingers competing for a cache of Confederate gold in a thrilling drama famed for its gorgeous cinematography and beloved score.
All the animals come out at night.
Still a high point in Martin Scorsese's celebrated career, Taxi Driver stars Robert De Niro as a troubled Vietnam vet who roams New York, gradually losing his grip on reality.
You talking to me?
Critically praised but controversial due to its violent content, Taxi Driver won numerous awards and set the tone for urban crime thrillers to this day. Bursting with punchlines and slapstick humor, Airplane is a beloved comedy starring Robert Hayes, Julie Haggerty, and Leslie Nielsen. Nominally, it's a parody of disaster movies, but it's best known for employing every possible trick to make you laugh until your ribs ache for the full 87-minute runtime. The Wicker Man features Christopher Lee as a mysterious cult leader.
But they are naked.
Naturally, it's much too dangerous to jump through the fire with your clothes on.
It popularized the folk horror genre and regularly appears on lists of the best horror movies ever, alongside classics like The Exorcist and The Shining. When a police officer travels to a remote island to look for a missing girl, he soon realizes that things are far weirder than anyone expected. E.T. the Extraterrestrial is a beloved Spielberg movie that remains a family favorite to this day. It's the tale of suburban kids who befriend a sweet but naive young alien. A critical and commercial hit at the time, E.T. is a truly iconic film and finally streamable on Netflix.
We made it!
Those are our picks for the best classics on Netflix right now, but if you're enjoying some excellent cinema there, please share your favorites in the comments right down below. And be sure to like this video and subscribe to The Daily Dot so you never miss our streaming guides coming up in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.